Hi, this is Kavita Suresh Kumar, and in this video I am going to demonstrate how to create and delete RDS MySQL databases in AWS using CLI, that is the command line interface. Since we are going to create the RDS MySQL databases using the CLI, I have opened the terminal. First, let's authenticate with AWS using the AWS configure. Okay, I have selected the default region US East 1. We have successfully authenticated to the AWS. Now let's create the AWS RDS MySQL database. AWS RDS create instance. We need to give the DB instance identifier, which I'm going to give it as demo instance. Okay, then we need to give the DB instance class, okay, which I'm going to give it as DB d3.micro. So then we need to give the engine, which is going to be MySQL. Okay, then we need to give the allocated storage 20. Then we need to give the master username. I'm going to give it as admin. Then we need to specify the master user password, which I'm going to give it as admin123. Okay, everything looks good. Press enter. So we could see it says the DB instance status is creating. Let's go and review that in the UI. I have logged into my AWS account. Click RDS. Click DB instances. So it says it's creating. So let's wait for the creation to complete. It is going to take few minutes. The database has been successfully created. Let's review that. Okay, here we could see the summary, and here we can find the connectivity information. So this is the endpoint and port. So let's copy this, using which we will be connecting to this instance using the MySQL Workbench. Okay, and here we could see the networking information, and here the security information. Let's review the security group information. Okay, open the security group. Okay, click edit inbound rules, because we wanted to connect from our system. So let's add one more rule. Okay, so we are going to connect to the port 3306, and here I'm going to select my IP. Click save rules. Okay, so we have successfully updated the security group. Now let us connect to the RDS instance from the MySQL Workbench. I have already installed MySQL Workbench in my system. Click MySQL connections. We need to give a name. I'm going to call it as MySQL. Okay, then I'm going to paste the endpoint information which we copied. Then we need to give the username as well as the password. Okay, click OK. Click test connection. The test connection is successful. Click OK. Now it is opening the SQL editor. Now we have successfully connected to the RDS MySQL instance. Let's perform some operations. First, I'm going to create a database demo DB. Okay, we have successfully created the database. Let's execute this as well. Okay, now let's create one table in this database. Name, each int. Let's execute this. We have successfully created a table. Now let's insert some value into it. Insert into student values. Let's execute this. Okay, we have successfully inserted one record into the table. Now let's query the data. Let's execute this. Okay, so now we have successfully queried the data as well. So now what we will go and do is, using the CLI, let's delete the DB instance what we created. AWS RDS delete DB instance. We need to give the DB instance identifier, which is the demo instance. Okay, then we need to give skip final snapshot. Press enter. Okay, we could see the DB instance status is deleting. Let's go and review that in the UI. Okay, database. Okay, we could see the status is deleting. Okay, it is going to take few minutes. In this demo, we have seen how to create and delete RDS MySQL databases in AWS using the AWS CLI. And also we have seen how to connect to that instance from the MySQL Workbench. If you like this demo, please do like, share and subscribe. Thanks for watching the demo.